how much is your pain worth? Like if somebody came along and said, we can either get rid of your chronic pain completely today, or you can keep living with it and we will pay you X dollars for it every day. Who would take that deal? Is there enough money in the world to keep you living with chronic pain if you were paid for it? I'm Marlon with Chronic Pain Warriors United. I hope y'all are having a good one so far. That's the general question that's being asked by this article in the Pain News Network, based off of a study that was being done in Switzerland, where they're trying to find a new pain scale. They're trying to figure out a different way to measure pain. And so they said, well, we'll assign a monetary value to it. And while the study did sort of get better results than with the everyday pain scale that we've been using, 1 to 10 with the faces and all that for the last God knows how long, which it's ineffective, and all these types of pain measurement systems are ineffective to a certain degree because they're trying to take something that is totally subjective, how a person feels pain, and turn it into something objective or something they can measure objectively. And it's just not how it works for real. And my thing is, and I've said this before, how many of y'all agree with this, by the way? There's really no need for a pain scale like this. I mean, when somebody comes into a doctor's office, an ER, etc., and says, I'm in pain and I would like to have it treated, that should be the end of that. You treat the person's pain. But that's not the system we live in. Our right to pain relief like that was ours for thousands and thousands of years, the same right that built this country and allowed Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, and many others to do the things they did because they had access to effective traditional pain management. And they didn't have a nanny state telling them they couldn't have access to their human right to pain relief. So that's my biggest problem with these types of things. They're always looking for a better way to quantify pain, but it just goes against everything I sort of believe in and what our rights as pain patients and humans in general should be. Not even just chronic pain patients. You have people now like acute pain, and this is not going to be a long video, I'm almost done. You have people now that cannot get treated for things like acute pain, like tooth pain, for instance. It's acute, but it's extremely painful, right? But they can't get it treated effectively at all. It's extremely hard to do. And that they're having their right to pain relief trampled just like us. So anyways, what do y'all think about this type of system being used to assign like a monetary value to pain and trying to recreate a pain scale using monetary value to assign different levels of monetary value assigned to higher levels of pain? To me, it seems sort of illogical and asinine. I don't know why they're messing with stuff like this. There are other systems that other people have proposed that are probably better, including one she talked about in this article. Quality of life measurements being the main one. But all of that is just still the nanny state system that I want to tear down so badly, that blocks us from our human right to pain relief in the first place. So let me know what y'all think. I'm Marlon with Chronic Pain Warriors United. We'll be back with more shorts later this week. Y'all have a great rest of the night. Cheers. Be well.